Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Frost and Liu Kang, the combination. So if there's anything you guys want to see specifically and you don't want to watch the whole thing, that's fine. You can use the timestamps below in the bio and let's get on to it. So if you personally ask me, I think Frost is the weakest cameo character in the game. Not to say she is bad though. I think every cameo character in this game is good. However, especially with Liu Kang, Frost is extremely weak and doesn't give Liu Kang a lot of options. Why do I say this? Is because the things that Frost could help with Liu Kang, he already has, or he really doesn't need it. So let's talk about one thing that is good with Frost, and that's her wake up. So Frost is luckily a cameo that gives you a wake up option, and that's neutral cameo, which is this move right here called Ice Karpet. As you can see, it's a single hitting move, does a tiny bit of damage and knocks the opponent down. So it's not bad. The most important thing about this, which you'll see, is it gives you invincibility on wake up, and that's what you want. However, I have to be extremely clear that this invincibility wake up option is only invincible for one attack. This means if you get hit by one attack only, by the time your wake up invincibility has hit the opponent, then you'll be fine. However, if they manage to hit you twice in your invincibility window, you'll get knocked out of it and you'll get full comboed again. So you got to be very careful in how you use this. Do it one more time. So you can see he goes to hit me with the low, I get up with the invincibility and I knock him down. Let's move on to the next part. So quickly before we move on to the next part, I want to quickly mention that the wake up invincibility option, the neutral cameo, is a great wake up. However, when using it to punish someone with a gap, I have never got it to work. I think it's because the startup frames are too long. So if you expect to use Frost to take your turn back using the cameo, do not expect that to happen. Anyway, moving on to the next part, which is doing moves on block into the neutral cameo hold, which is this move here. Sorry about that. Which is literally holding down R1. So it changes from a singular hit into multiple hits that slowly knock you back. The problem with this move is that it takes forever to come out, and it is yet not another ambush move. So you're probably thinking, well, you could just do it on block, right, and it's safe. Well, yeah, okay, it's -1, knocks you all the way back. That's pretty good. However, I'm going to show you guys that you can literally put this on random hidden playback, and I'm going to react to when Frost comes out and punish them for it. That's one. I was a bit slow on that one. A bit slow on that. That's a very obvious one. Again. I got it that time. And again. And again. A bit slow on that one. So you get the point. It really is, if you're switched on and you're in an online game, and let's suppose there's not a lot of lag, or you're playing an offline tournament, using this as a strategy is really not viable at all. So that is another reason why I do not suggest picking Frost with Liu Kang. So let's now talk about the Snowflake Trap move. Snowflake Trap is done by holding Back Kameo. Now this, as you will see, has a very long starter. Sorry about that. I'll just do the setup then. It takes a long time to come out, right? However, there are some situations that can put the opponent in panic if they don't know what they're doing. I'm here to tell everyone that the Snowflake Trap on Liu Kang trying to set it up does not work. And this is why. Even if you try and lose damage for it and do a hard setup and try and even use the ice ball for plus frames, it's still not going to work. I'm going to show you guys right now. And that is exactly why. Alternatively, what if Liu Kang is blocking? You still get hit. Now, if you are very, very precise with it, you can get it out and block in time. But doing this setup means you lose your turn. And Frost gets hits in the face, she gets disabled, and you can't use her for her most needed things with Liu Kang. And like I said, it's just a whole fake front trap. So please do not fall for this trap online or in any capacity of the game. And lastly, I want to talk about the most useful move that Frost has. If you have noticed already, Frost does not have a single ambush move. All of them require Liu Kang to go in a stance like this, right? Or this. Or this. Or this. He has to have a stance for every single one, which means he's locked in animation. This, for me, really drops Frost's viability all the way down. However, there's one move we have not talked about yet, and that is the front cameo move. This move is okay. I'm going to tell you that right now. On Liu Kang, it's okay. On characters that have a lot of overheads, it could be a totally different scenario. But on Liu Kang, this move is just okay. If you're full screen over here and you're on a zoning wall and you read that your opponent is going to do a projectile, then you can do this. Because if you don't read, a really fast projectile is going to disable Frost before she even gets the move out. And the only other use for the front cameo move is in combos, which I've put at the end of the video again. So yeah, I really don't know what to say about Frost. Frost is probably, in my opinion, just overall the weakest cameo in the game. It doesn't mean she's useless. I think every cameo is good in some capacity. I just think Frost and Liu Kang is probably one of the weakest matchups in the entire game, and that's pretty sad. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the combos at the end of the video. Note real quick that I have not put every single combo in just because I've found the optimal ones and the ones that do more damage than the base kit damage. So I didn't put combos in there for the sake of putting combos. I put the optimals, and I made sure that they, for the amount of work that you go through spending meter or your cameo, that it does more damage but costs the same resource as if you were base kit Liu Kang. So as you can see, this won't be a very long one, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Disappointed. 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 Disappointed.